Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm Ron Mackenzie LaFergie. Pokemon has been a huge part of the lives of many young people. If you've played any Pokemon game, you will have undoubtedly wished for one of your own in real life. Pokemon Go brought Pokemon closer to reality than ever before, but today we'll imagine the world filled with Pokemon. Now buckle up, it's time to answer the question, what if Pokemon was real? Well, first and foremost, the world would look super different. Buildings would be designed with Pokemon in mind, pop culture would be completely different, not to mention the fact that there would be freaking Pokemon everywhere. And there would potentially be huge Pokemon battles happening everywhere you look. Or would there? In the real world, Pokemon battles would almost certainly be deemed immoral and maybe even illegal, and would thus be rather rare in everyday life. Think about it. Simply hunting an animal for food is frowned upon by many people. With Pokemon, you're finding an intelligent animal, beating it up until it's unconscious, trapping it in a ball, then forcing it to beat up others like it. It's like cockfighting 2.0. I don't care how friendly and kind Ash is with his Pokemon, he would be considered a monster in today's world. Furthermore, the people for the ethical treatment of animals, or PETA, would probably be replaced with the people for ethical treatment of Pokemon. Which is unfortunate because PETP is a terrible name. It's unclear if regular animals would exist in the Pokemon world. Most indicators say that they still would, but would be less prevalent. We don't see them often in the show, but you do see the odd Pidgeotto eating a worm or a dog walking in the street. Plus the fact that Pokemon are often described using names of animals, like Pikachu being the electric mouse Pokemon, implies that there are mice and likely other animals. This is a bit of a relief. If the only source of meat was Pokemon, the world would have an awful lot more vegetarians. Apparently Farfetch'd is delicious though. Pokemon would also become quite the black market. Team Rocket would likely exist in a pretty similar form as in the show, all bumbling henchmen aside. Since Pokemon have such high intelligence and such amazing powers, it would only be a matter of time before they were used for nefarious purposes, both in black market breeding of rare Pokemon and using Pokemon as slave labor. However, Pokemon would be incredibly useful to non-criminals as well. Firefighting would be a breeze with a hydro-pumping Blastoise on the fire brigade, and this would be rather useful since with Growlithe and Ponyta running around, fires would be a dime a dozen. Power outage? No problem. Hook up some electric Pokemon humanely to a generator and you can keep the hospital running while you wait for power to return. Need to build something? Grab a Machamp and you can get 4 jobs done at once. The possibilities are endless. But as cool as it would be to have these Pokemon with such amazing powers, these powers can be pretty devastating. If a dog gets rabies, it might bite 1 or 2 people, but if an Arcanine got rabies, it could burn down an entire town. Swimming in the ocean? Better watch out for Gyarados who might just nom you in 1 bite. As cool as it would be to have Pokemon, they would probably cause a heck of a lot of trouble. Finally, war could look very different if Pokemon were real. Despite the moral implications, the use of Pokemon in war would likely become quite prevalent. Breeding Pokemon specifically to be powerful in battle would be quite popular, with most countries devoting a significant portion of the military budget to get a bunch of Charizard or Dragonite that could act as thinking, unmanned artillery weapons. We can look at the training of other animals in war, such as dolphins, to see the usefulness of an intelligent animal in war times. And now we return to our question, what if Pokemon was real? Well, the world would be a very different place. Pokemon rights would likely be much more important than they are in the show or the games, with the atrociously named but well-intentioned PETP being understandably appalled by the abuse of the Pokemon. Despite this, Pokemon would still likely be used in various capacities, both legal and illegal, and would probably be used quite a bit in warfare. Pokemon would be absolutely terrifying both in looks and destructive power, leading to a pretty dangerous life for most people. While it may sound tempting to wish for real-world Pokemon, if the Pokemon world was a reality, it would be a pretty stressful place. All things considered, I think I'll stick to wishing Harry Potter was real. Thank you for watching Life's Biggest Questions. I hope this was interesting and informative, and maybe even inspired you to look into it further on your own. If you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe to the channel down below. While you're down there, let me know which Pokemon you would most like to have. If you want to see more videos like this one, check out Top 10 Gaming. It's a sister channel hosted by myself and Kelly Powley, with a veritable smorgasbord of gaming-related videos. Check it out. If you like this video, maybe check out our video on what if Harry Potter was real. Until next time, I'm Ron Mackenzie LaFergie with Life's Biggest Questions, wishing you the best of luck on your quest for answers.